Hello there, people. I'm Mike Box here with another video and another discussion video. This time it's about manga, which is a topic I've talked about in the past, so it's not like something new like my last video. I finished some volume ones and some manga today, and not today, but like I'd say this month. So I decided to, hey, maybe like talk about some of them. I got the idea yesterday. The first The first, basically, there's only four volumes that I finished. Two of the one I finished yesterday, one I finished today, right now, before like filming this. One I finished, I think, 1 week ago, and one I finished also last week. Anyways, the first volume that I finished, the first volume that I'm gonna talk about is one that I don't have physically. I read it digitally. That being Naruto Volume One. And yeah, Naruto, not Boruto. This is actually like the first time I've ever read Naruto or ever consumed Naruto. I've watched the abridged series made by, I think, Little Karibo, same guy who did the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged series, and it was fucking hilarious. I also played some games here and there, but I never really knew who Naruto is. I never really knew the characters, the story, but now it's pretty good. I really like the character of Naruto. He's a hot head, but at the same time, he has his really good moments of him being inspiring, him being a genuinely challenging person, and him being just generally a good character. It's not like he gets annoying with how goofball he is. He has his moments, and he is taken seriously sometimes and he is taken seriously a lot of times by the series, and it works really perfectly. I really like some of his quotes, and I really like that he is very passionate about becoming a more powerful than any Hokage. About the other characters, I really think that Sasuke and Kakashi are pretty interesting, and I'm ready to read the series more so I can see more of them. I like the four, not the fourth, the Hokage, the like the I think the mayor of Konoha, the Hokage. I really like his character. I think that he is pretty interesting too, with his like vision of Naruto and him believing that he could be a really good challenge. Not that, but something similar to that. I really like the character of Kono Konohano or something like that. That old kid in chapter two. I really liked his character, and even though I've not really seen any of them, any uh any clips and any even the abridged series didn't even mention him past the episode two. I really liked his character in the little chapter that he was in. And about Sakura, I think that she's fine right now. She's not really that interesting so far, but she definitely has room to grow. And even with her like obsession over Sasuke, I know why people sometimes call her annoying for that. I really think that right now she's fine, not that bad, and with the series that long, it's inevitable that she's probably either gonna get improved or just has more depth to her. So yeah, I for now I'm just gonna say that she's not that bad. And yeah, that's pretty much all what I think about Naruto. It's a pretty good series so far, and by the way, I read it because Dark Sage, if you know him, he's a pretty big manga tuber. He made like a in his Discord. He decided to reread the series. I think to reread it and get into the manga because it's been a while since he read it. And he decided to make this little book club, like mini book club, about reading Naruto. It's a read Naruto read along. channel. So I decided to jump in because one, I've never ever like watched or read Naruto, and two, I want to experience what a book club is in the manga community. So I decided to jump in, and so far it's a pretty good series. Anyways, next is the volume I finished just right now, Blue Lock. I talked about this in my past haul, like no, my past discussion video. I showed like a mini haul in it, and this was with them. This is like I finished this way too quickly. Some people may think, it's anybody can finish it. Even anybody can finish it in like 2 days or so. But like I take 3 months on average with my volumes. Yeah, so I finished this in 2 days. I read it in school, like between classes, and yeah, I finished it really quickly. Really good series. I really like that. By the way, I like I said it in my past haul. I said that I watched the anime series Awashi, which really got me into this because soccer and all that. But this is way like really different from Awashi. Don't get me wrong. The protagonist, I forgot his name. Yeah, I barely remember anyone's name. What's his name? Ikagori or something like that. Ikagiri. I don't really know his name, but I'm gonna guess that it's Ikagiri or something like that. Yeah, the main character Ikagiri is a really likable character. I really think that it's really interesting to see Awashi be like this My Hero Academia stylized soccer anime of an underdog going from being a jobber to going into the youth team and hopefully the Japanese national team. But this handles soccer and all that in a really different way. Awashi may like I think a lot more realistic, while this is pure fiction. It basically talks about this project that Japan is making called Blue Lock, and basically they get 300 players and make them into like teams and all that, and battle and train, and at the end of the day, and at the end of the day, in a very death game like uh, battle, one will survive out of this competition, and that person play in the will become the best striker in the world and win and hopefully win the World Cup for Japan. This is uh this is a really interesting take on soccer. I guess I'm not that into soccer, that much into soccer, but I'm gonna get into that later. I really like the fact that this is a lot more harsh than Awashi. Uh, like with this series, there's they don't give a shit about like friendship and teamwork. No, they straight up everybody should battle for each other and all that, which is something I really found interesting. I really liked how the Monokuma, the Monokuma of the series, Ego, is really like I really like his way of talking and his personality. I don't really know how to explain it without spoiling it, but he's basically he basically like would push them to their limits and doesn't give a shit about them just to get for them to become number one because this is what it matters in this world, becoming number one. And this is a really interesting series. I really like the that it's very like putting these guys to their limits, and yeah, I think it's pretty interesting altogether. I also like the how much references there is to soccer. Like it's obvious that this was made by people who like soccer, not just from the fact that it's a soccer manga, but the amount of references and care put into that is pretty astonishing. I also, oh yeah, also, I think the reason why I took not that long of a time to finish it is because a lot of the pages are like this. A lot of the pages are have pretty big panels, which is like very easy to complete. A lot of manga like have way smaller panels, so you can and way bigger speech bubbles, so you can like take a while to finish them. For example, Yawn of the Dawn has that, and Banana Fish, and a lot of more shoujo series. But this, no, there's like a heavy focus on action and big panels, which is why I think I finished it too. I finished it that quickly. Oh shit! Oh yeah. By the way, the art is spectacular. I don't need to explain that the art is spectacular. You can look at it right here. Oh fuck! You can look at it from here, right here. Yeah, I also like how colorful the cover is. In general, just fucking read Blue Lock. Even if you don't care about soccer, read Blue Lock. I don't care. Okay, I'm gonna talk about sports now. I'm not a sports guy. I've obviously watched the World Cup and some soccer games here and there. I even attended some of them like live, and one even like 3 months ago or so. And while it is a cool experience to like attend a soccer game, I'm not really into that. Yeah, just don't really like soccer. I don't like spending an hour, of my time. No, not yeah, an hour of my time to just watch, just to watch 22 men like run over a ball and chase it all across the field. I'm not really into that. I kind of stopped watching wrestling because it takes too long. But in general, I'm just not a sports guy. But I do like sports manga and anime. This is Topu GP, a series about motorcycle racing, another sport that I haven't actually seen, but from I cannot imagine me getting into it. I really like how it's like a shonen anime, and it has fights and stuff. But in reality, it's just racing. I really like the dynamic of it, and the art is really detailed. Plus, it's made by a person who actually knows a thing or two about motorcycle racing. So there's a lot of interesting info in this, and in Blue Lock too. One final thing I want to talk about Blue Lock is its similarities with the series Danganronpa, which I talked about in a separate video. It just there's not much, but Blue Lock is basically Danganronpa, but if it was soccer. Yeah, it's basically just that. So if you like Danganronpa, read Blue Lock, and vice versa. If you like Blue Lock, just get into Danganronpa in any way. It's not the manga though, because Dark Horse. It's been like just Dark Horse, the manga for the the manga for Goodbye Despair specifically. They're not. It's not. It's incomplete in English. I also finished Yawn of the Dawn Volume One, which is gonna be an unpopular opinion, but I actually didn't like this one. Yeah, just yeah. I know that if somebody watches this, they're gonna eat me, but Yawn of the Dawn sucks. Not sucks a lot, but it's bad. I didn't really like it. Maybe because I'm not into shojo. I've read I read like in general I think shojo is kind of boring. The only shojo series that I enjoy is Blue Lock. And no, not Blue Lock. Banana Fish. And other than that, the shojo animes that I've seen, just I don't really like it. But this specifically, it's pretty boring. Sorry, it's pretty boring, and the the just the amount of details in this and the amount of just really boring stuff that happens in this just it's so it's very long. It feels like you know how in Bullock it doesn't feel that long despite how many details and lore there is. With Yawn of the Dawn, there's lesser lore, but stretched, like really really stretched. I just don't really like how boring it is. Plus, double that with the uninteresting characters. I guess Hack might be kind of interesting, but he's not really. He's bland a lot of the time. He's just bland. But so yeah, I didn't really like Yawn of the Dawn. I think this is an unpopular opinion because people love the shit out of this series, but I'm not really. I'm into shojo. I've discovered this recently. I'm just not really that much into shojo. Finally, I finished Attack on Titan Volume One. Yeah, this is my first. This is the first time I've consumed Attack on Titan, similar with Naruto, and I really like it. Yeah, I actually didn't expect to like it that much because from what I watched of the anime, it was at the time of watching it, I didn't really like it. Man, this series now is it kicks ass. Eren is a incredibly interesting character, though I didn't like the fact that it starts with a here. You just open the book, boom. There's a fucking panels. I just don't really like that. I prefer having a like a the title first or something like that. But just the just the Aaron is so interesting. He's like I really want to see how he goes, and even though he even though he died in the first volume, I know he stays alive, but like I want to see where he goes with his mindset, with him wanting to go to discover what's beyond the wall and how much he disagrees with his companions. Oh yeah, also it's starting to yellow a bit. Yeah, that's good answer for you. But just Aaron is a pretty interesting character. Mikasa is a pretty interesting character. She's a caring sister, but I'm pretty sure she'll probably grow into her own character. Armin is a pretty interesting character. I want to see why he chose. I want to see how he goes with fighting, despite him being more of a mechanical mind than a fighter. Just in general, I want to see where this story goes, and this is why I bought Volume Two. I think not too long after I bought Volume Two and Volume One, and it kind of feels a bit weird, but I want to see where it goes. Yeah, I'm just I really like the series so far. Attack on Titan is just it's not the best thing ever, but I'm not gonna be surprised if this turned out to be my favorite manga. So yeah, this is I guess my haul. Oh, boy, I've been talking for like 18 minutes. Yeah, I'm really sweating behind this mask. Uh, oh boy, okay. So